Hey guys, Lucky Roo here, and today I am playing Naval Warfare. Now this game... Oh, I need to select where I want to teleport to first. Anyway, as I was saying, this game is Naval Warfare set between the Americans and the Japanese. What you're looking at here is the standard issue Japanese uniform. And basically, this game, the main objective is to capture the islands and destroy the enemy base. Each base starts with 25,000 health. The first one to hit 0 loses. Usually people say the first one to destroy their opponent's base wins, but I decided to do it in reverse. So yeah, also I'll be putting my good friend Junior Gaming Twitch link in the description down below as well. Feel free to check him out on Twitch. He's a great streamer. He does more laid-back games and whatnot. Yeah, I've been following him since he first started. He started with just family game nights and whatnot. Also, I'll be adding the awesome Star Wars group link for that as well in the description as well, and also my Twitch username, TikTok, Instagram username as well. So yeah, that way you can follow me on those as well. So as you can see, we've got C. B is, by the looks of it, being contested between both our forces. So there's only like 3 islands. But yeah, basically, what you want to do is if your ship's low, is if you're in a sub, you want to hide under the island, because that way surface ships can't hit you. There's nothing stopping an enemy submarine coming at you from underneath the waves. A direct hit on the front quarter will sink your sub. Two direct hits on the rear or midship will sink you. So, in other words, a single hit on the rear of your middle or rear of your sub won't exactly sink you, but will lower your health down to just under half, just a little over halfway. Also, I'll also be adding the link for this game as well in the description so you can try it yourself. The RPG and the Parachute, they're game passes, which I bought when I had premium. Yeah. So, fun fact about Japanese torpedoes in World War II is that they could travel 9 nautical miles from the point where they were fired, So, like, an experienced Japanese commander could, point the sub at where they wanted to fire the torpedo exactly, and, then then he just fires away and it'll be a hit. Unless the ship sees it and then, dodges it. Right, so how far? Oh! We're definitely not in range of the island. Nor are we in range of those ships. But I'm just gonna stick beneath the waves. Yeah. See here. So these are the controls, but if you're firing at a bit of a distance, you don't aim directly at a target, you gotta lead it a bit to increase the chance of getting a hit. Now, each ship has different amounts of health. Like small ships like a destroyer and a sub have 1,000. Big ships like a carrier have... Oh, hang on. That was an American sub over there. So, where's he gone? Oh, we need to... Alright, took it. Here's away, but I think we may be out of range. Oh, come on, little fella, come on. Oh, too much. Too far. Oh well. And that's why I never sit still. Because submarines operate beneath the waves, so you know that it takes time for the well, it's time for them to get to anti-aircraft on the surface. Yeah. What the heck? I think that was a guided missile from the carrier. Right now I'm just sort of finding to is that the island if once that health bar reaches 0, I'll stop operations for a sec. Torpedo. Yes. And boom. Yeah, I was not. But yeah, one of the things that Japan did towards the end of the war was to, like that. Okay then. I misjudged that. Big time. Yeah. So I was like, Banzai! He did a kamikaze run, that's coming to Alright, I'm gonna get an anti-aircraft gun, that way I can sort of help defend against air attack. Hataminga, Banzai! Banzai! Yeah. What I'm gonna try to do is, large bomber. Now, simple, you click where you want it. Alright. There. Now. I managed to deploy my 3 bombs at least. Yeah. Yeah, let's get the battleship. Come on. Let's go. Alright. Fire. Fire well. It needs. No, that's not. Yeah. And not to worry, we can just rear cannons. Okay. Now, the thing with the. Alright. GG! GG! Yeah. Now that was a Pearl Harbor right there. Alright, so, I'm getting on the forward gun. So yeah, basically same game mode again. That missed. We're done. Fuck. Whoops, didn't mean to say that. Sorry about that. Alright, so Eat any sub, you stupid. There we go. All subs, die, die, die. Alright. So. Alright. I'm gonna try to wait till he surfaces and then, try to bullseye him on the front. I don't know why this wall's here, it's kind of obscuring the view. But I travel across the seas to Pearl Harbor. Alright. Oh, pardon me. I have 18 wins so far. I first saw about this game on YouTube and I thought, ooh, this looks fun. And I enjoy it. At least can't blow up my own sub. Hey, speaking of blowing own subs, the Japanese came up with, I can't remember the name, I think it's Kaiten or something. The nickname for the one-way trip subs, in other words, kamikaze subs. People literally go into a sub, right? Into a sub, and then just simply filled with explosives and ram an enemy ship, right? Because for the Japanese in World War II, it was considered an honor to die in battle. And many Japanese did things like bonsai charges and whatnot, just for the glory of their empire, and to take their own lives and their enemy's life. They're just doing what they're told to do, and because they think it brings them honor. And I'm not from Japan, obviously. I'm from Australia, but I deeply respect the Japanese because of their determination to not give up even when cut off, surrounded, and outnumbered. Yes, they did try to bomb Australia, but their country is growing, they need resources. Honestly, I don't blame them, but that's what it was like back then. Then several decades later, we say, hey, let's forget the past and become friends, and that's what we did. Yeah, we're too far off to get a torpedo hit. Yeah. A little destroyer going up fighting like a battleship, but it's gone. Ooh. Not yet. Alright. Now, I'm gonna come left a bit so I can get a better angle on him. Ooh. Keep pressing W. If I press W and hold it, then it'll just go automatic move. Oh! Oh, wait. Oh, crikey! I literally crossfired his pub. I didn't see him there. I did not see him there. I saw him like, oh, crikey. Should have went left, but when you're that close, you don't have time to maneuver. Anyway, I'm actually going to see if I can switch to Americans now because I already played one round as Japanese, so now I'm going to play as the other as America. Yeah. So, the Americans suffered a bit of a sucker punch at Pearl Harbor, but come a few weeks later, a few weeks later, they got to deliver their own sucker punch to the mainland of Japan in the Doolittle Raid. Then a little bit after that, the Battle of Midway. And basically the Midway invasion force, that was to clear the way, the main part, was all but sunk. They lost 4 carriers, 1 battleship, and I believe they lost a destroyer in that battle, and a ton of aircraft. While the American losses were a bit lighter. Not as many aircraft, 1 aircraft carrier, and a destroyer. How that carrier and destroyer were lost? Yorktown was badly damaged, listing to port, I think, but a destroyer came alongside and stabilized the carrier. But Japanese saw an opportunity and, well, hit the destroyer with a torpedo, and the torpedo split the destroyer in 2, and Yorktown was lost, leaving the Americans with only 2 carriers now up against the Japanese Navy and whatever ships they had left after Pearl. But then, soon enough, at bloody Santa Cruz, the Hornet was sunk, leaving USS Enterprise as the only carrier in the Pacific, and they couldn't afford to lose USS Enterprise. But the funny thing is, Japanese damaged her that badly, they thought they got her, but tough carrier would not sink. She survived it, and soon enough the Americans sent the new carriers that they had built to the Pacific to take some pressure off USS Enterprise. That's a torpedo, but torpedoes don't usually do that, because that's the destroyer. And that little cylinder thing on the back there, that's the torpedo tube. Yeah, destroyers are more like for escorts and whatnot. But there is one destroyer that fought like a battleship, like it basically provided vital cover to allow the aircraft carriers, the escort aircraft carriers, to escape. But unfortunately for the destroyer, it would be its last stand. I'm a bit of a World War II geek. So, during the Battle of Okinawa, it would kind of be like Pearl Harbor again, but instead of dropping bombs on the American ships, some pilots were selected to be kamikaze pilots. Now, the term kamikaze means divine win, if I remember correctly. The kamikaze pilots would load their planes up with explosives and whatnot, fly right into the enemy carriers and ships and whatnot. And yeah, it was biggest casualty rate of the Navy, I think, was the one at Pearl Harbor bigger. But either way, they weren't going to give up. They weren't going to surrender. And that's why Japan made the road hard for the US to reach Japan because they had to clear out all the islands that Japan had invaded. So they had to come up from after taking Papua New Guinea. They had the Solomon Islands and all those islands. They did an island hopping campaign. They go from one island to another, clearing out Japanese forces. The Axis may have had a strong head start at the beginning of World War II. They may have had speed on their side, but strength would catch up and overpower them. I guess this ship's been disabled because it ain't moving. And there it goes, sinking beneath the waves. Oh boy, it's gonna miss. Oh no, that shot was called down the throat. Since he turned head on, I only had one choice. And that was to quickly fire down the throat. Ah boy. I'm gonna swing around and let him get some lead, so that way I have time to line up. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, it's got auto move enabled now, so you don't have to hold down the key. Let's go. Ah, that's gonna miss. Or maybe. Out of range. He's got too much lead on me. Out of range. No. Unless it hit. Oh. Yeah, I'm too far behind. Oh, he stopped. Another chance. Up your butt. I don't know, but oh, okay, I'm gonna stick beneath the surface now, because there's enemy aircraft, and I don't exactly have anyone else on board. I'll defend against the aircraft. The thing is, aircraft are a nuisance for submarines, because they were more built to work below the water. But with every torpedo fired, it gave the enemy a bit more of a accurate saying, I'm here, whatnot. Let's... I'm gonna fire that too early. Yep, that's gonna miss. That sucks, like I can't... Yeah. few minutes. He's going down. Okay. Dang it. I'm gonna get in a see bomber torpedo large. I wanna get no, I'm just gonna go bomber. Right. Alright, so when you're bombing an aircraft carrier from above, you go from bow to stern, that's front to back, or stern to bow, back to front. Alright? And also, you don't level, and if you want to get more of a direct hit, you dive, so it's best to get some altitude, just to be sure. Alright? However, in real life, this carrier is moving much faster than it would be. No? But, you know, and, alright. So, they're trying to ride cover. I'm hit! Not really. Shit, my plane's dead. Damn it! Anyway. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, the city's right now being heavily contested. But they want to matter. Because I have about... How many coins do I have? 62. Ship to the left. So, yeah. I wonder if I can make it to 8. Oh. Probably not. Bollocks. Yep. do an anti-aircraft that way, you know, start shooting them down. Although C's, I don't know really. One tried belly flopping. He's banzang! In seconds, we're good to go. Oh yeah! Get him! Oh boy. Got him! If I'm going down, you're going down with me! And that is exactly what happened. What's the point blank? What's the point blank shot him with an RPG? That's genuinely never. Let's see. There's not much time, but anyway. Yeah. Why try to find it? Pardon me. Yeah, subs are deadly. Yeah. There's aircraft flying about. Gotcha. I want to use these 3 bombs and hit shit. There's 3 of these bombs, enough to destroy it. GG!